cover art I did for Tal's metal band, Dark Ashes of Yggdrasil. It's still one of my best pieces. I wonder where Tal's at. Hopefully still making music. Somewhere. Everyone's left since the warehouse fires fucked up the scene. All my old shit is in there. At this point, it's more of a time capsule than anything else. Sometimes I open it up hoping to be surprised by what I find. I've been taking work home lately. They tell me I'm talented and the money's okay, but honestly, drawing for the agency isn't how I thought it would be. When I look away, I pretend it's still there, just out of sight. I can even hear the crowds and the 60 cycle hum. Tal's band, playing at Yo-Yo's Joy Factory in Portland. I'll never see a better show. It may not look like much, but this is a prized possession. A ceramic cow painted by my niece. Unfortunately, I broke one of the horns. I used to be an artist. I thought it was something special. Now I don't know what I am.
Memory playback begins.
Nice. I like that one.
Thanks, man. I want to show you something.
Huh. Looks like some ancient cathedral that sunk into the ocean.
It's the old pier. Caught on fire decades ago. And they couldn't do a thing. Just let it burn over the water.
Memory playback completed.
who is this? It is rare for a being to find their way into the center of the infinite realms. Let's see what you can do. Think you can find your way out of this room? Not as easy as it seems, is it? I'm Elric, a musician of sorts. Given the current state of the realms, I am disinclined to concern myself with a single spatially finite being. But I have an intuition about you. Let's see if I'm right. If you are what I think you are, you should be able to shift the world. You could be rather useful. Well, you have a habit of getting caught. Though honestly, mustn't it be the case? How else did you find yourself here? That's the spirit. You're already thinking about how to escape. You could, of course, quit any time you like. But where's the fun in that? Things are progressing well. Sirius will want to know about you. But let's see if you are complete. If you are a true emissary, you can expand the world. It will be very useful.
music in your cries. We see the curves in the space between us. You'll have to listen to it all to understand. It will seem fragmentary. Look to the sky for the message. The exit lies behind understanding. Come back when you understand. You've returned. Do you understand? The Great Seal is breaking down. What lies beyond the window is seeping through. Vast emptied seas, cracked open skies, operation reflected in broken mirrors. A once eternal realm left to breathe. Elder plays on. The notes hang there, trailing acrid silence. The icon drinks all souls. The window exists at the end of the infinite house. You will travel far through the winding plains to where that horrid silence steals all breath. Restore the window's ancient seal and return us to eternal abandon.
In another place, another time, maybe we'd still be sitting on the beach at night, listening to the waves crashing against a sunken pier. Tal must have sold his soul to win so much. Missed call from Mom. Should probably call her back. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Cool. I never liked that desk. Intimidating. Something about the wood reminds me of my father. My nephew is so full of the joy of creativity. Never gave it back. It's supposed to be about some lunatic playing a violin. Maybe it's good. A picture from one of our ridiculously large family reunions. The folksiest people imaginable gathered in the middle of nowhere. I probably should have enjoyed it more while it lasted.
Memory playback begins.
What in the holy hell is that? Give that here. You're 13 years old and bringing this devilry into our home? Get out of there and face me like a man. You are very lucky that we're running late. We'll be having to talk about this later. Now, come on. Not that shit you brought home. Don't you like this?
I do like it. Can't I like both?
Can a man love our Lord and love Satan? I know you've got your mother's blood in your veins, but that don't mean you gotta listen to it. Son, this is an important moment for you. Time to kill the boy and become a man. Now, look here. You ever wonder why I visit Earl so often? Well, this here is the family business. Just don't tell your mom. It's called crack cocaine.
Memory playback completed.
kilograms of flesh per second can be drained out.
Current projections have been invalidated. This will require further calibration and spectral analysis.
Time to make up for your lack of appendages. Figure it out.
There is an interesting amount of uncertainty in the system. This will significantly impede the calculation. Internal regret levels are increasing.
Shh. Someone's here. Look, you really shouldn't be here. We've got a small, crisis on our hands. Please go.
Wait, did Elric send you? We have been expecting an emissary. Your contemplative residuals have exceeded saturation. This will require adjustments.
The emissary of strange Aeons told. A lofty title for a bounded being. Perhaps your abilities warrant such a title. Tell us, emissary, how did you manage your way into here? I see. Impressive. However, I am concerned with the readings my instrument has detected in your self-reflexive myrions. These readings in your corporeal form are inconsistent with the emissary's projected psychophysical makeup.
Your current form will require further modulation. There will be pain. However, current calculations predict tissue damage will not exceed ligament structural integrity.
Elric will hear of this. This is not what I requested.
It will work. They need only submit. Emissary, consider yourself blessed. You'll have more than you bargained for.
Perhaps. First, we must monitor their abilities. There will be ample measurement opportunities when they return to the main structure. They're likely to phase out any moment. Ah, impressive. You're still living. The test is a success. Your ability readings have come back. They are shown to be complete.
Everything should be prepared.
Wonderful. As you've seen, this place is relatively unstable.
Despite unprecedented efforts,
Listen, you literally had one job. Excuse me. My point is that I cannot guarantee your current locality is maintained. That's a relatively minor aspect of the problem at hand, and hopefully something you can help us with. You have experienced the emanations of Shiriot, but it will benefit you to hear more of your task from a less abstracted being. I am Citadel, and they are Mortlock. By way of introduction, I am the one who designed the infinite realms, and they are an instrument of the realms.
a rather important one.
Yes. The ancient seal has broken down, and now the Ichor comes for us. Comes for you.
It is only the beginning.
This isn't how it's supposed to go, of course. I designed the realms to last forever.
Unfortunately, it seems that forever is never as long as we want it to be.
The Ichor is breaking down the infinities. Current models predict the flooding force will overcome us all in 2.718281828 seconds. Of course, time is strange here, which is one of my greater accomplishments.
They often boast like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like some credit? They drain things. They literally drain things.
It may appear as such to a less semiotically derived biostructure. However, the ichor is not merely a substance to be drained. It's intra-experiential reality acid, eating at the fabric of being. Its teeth are sinking into our skulls. You can feel it worming in, inch by inch, crawling deeper into the outer casing of the brain. It burrows in there. The temperature at this point is just right. A homeostasis is attained. The eggs are given care, siphoning off blood and gray matter. Over time, which grows ever stranger, the eggs begin to hatch, spewing forth.
Yes. It is an important job.
Thank you.
Which you are failing at. Which is where you come in.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
understood that I would be changed, but this is all more than I bargained for. Just look at me. All they've left of me is this machine. Do you know what they use me for? I consume those pitiful souls that are hopelessly fated. One day they decide, with no hesitation, that they are simply done. They come here and lie down and I devour them utterly. It is my understanding that in the infinite realms, nothing is allowed to leave. Not really. They reconstitute to something resembling their original form after an age or so. Is that what you're here for? Are you ready for me to consume your fleshy husk? Lie down, please. I was starting to hunger, and your writhing will be quite satiating. That's rather unfortunate. I will admit I do enjoy devouring them. They intentionally refashioned me to feel this way, and you look like a meaty one. But the transformation is not complete, and a part of me feels horrific afterwards. I've even coughed up some of them, or what was left of them. What a mess. I suppose when you think about it all, it does seem like a strange way to run a place. Apologies, sometimes my mind gets away from me. What are you here for? No, that's not a name I've heard before. Then again, I usually only learn their names just before I enjoy them. You should try it, naming your meals before consuming them. Anyways, you'll have to travel further. The other denizens may know something, and I sense another visitor coming soon.
Ah, good. A guest to keep us company. You'll have to forgive me. It's been a while since I've last conversed. Is there something you'd like to know? There are still some things in this head of mine that are worthwhile, despite what the others may say. To that I can swiftly answer no. Some leave, but always through the machine. My understanding is that the long reconstitution is no more enjoyable than the violent mastication. You'll have to ask the machine for more details on that matter. I try not to think about it. Oh, no. Sorry. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. If you somehow get out, then you'll be the first. Though I have heard you were a special sort of spirit. Given the state of things, I have no idea where your friend might be. Perhaps some gristle on the cave floor somewhere, writhing about. Writhing. Before you leave, there is one more thing I'd ask of you, if you don't mind. Now, I'm not sure that I ever knew, and if I did, I've forgotten, but I'd like to know, or remember. Why keep going, when you know it all leads to this?
Who are you? What are you here for? Did that machine send you? The answer is no. No, I am not ready. No, I do not know of one with that name. Though it is good that you can name them, many here have forgotten names, faces, places. For your sake, let's hope that the one you seek has not traveled much deeper into the lands of Acedia. My sight has faded with my memories, you understand, but I can still see deep into your being. Come, let me look at you. Your eyes do not see far, but they do seek far. You should understand that revelation is no game of the demon's dice. I must penetrate your soul before I can penetrate your future. How will you answer the divining questions? Your answers will reveal your soul. Your soul will reveal your future. Your future will reveal your suffering. Now we begin. In the heart of the dark forest, you happen upon a felled dragon. They are suffering and wounded by a sinister bolt. If left pinned here, the dragon will surely die, slowly and painfully. The dragon begs you for mercy. Do you slay the dragon with a swift, merciful blow? Or aid the dragon by removing the bolt? Your choice has been made. Now, in a moment of weakness, you have stolen money from your parish's tithe. This tithe has been allotted to rebuilding homes destroyed by the dragon's great fire. Using the money, you make several poor wagers with a strange ludist named Elric. After gambling away all of the money, you are racked with guilt. Do you hide your secret, but volunteer for the rebuilding efforts? Or surrender yourself to the Baron and accept their judgment? This will have consequences. Onward. You are a starving cat. Your owner only presents you with the most abject of ipecac foods in discounted rusty canisters. Furthermore, your owner is possessed by demons. However, they frequently disregard your insightful advice, which may help to cast out their demons. One night as you lay in the shadows, you find your owner sound asleep. Do you eat the wretched soul and finally deliver peace to the both of you? Or run away and leave your owner to their personal hell? Thus you seal your own fate. Finally, you are a talented but disaffected artist who happens upon a seeing spirit in winding passageways. You ask the spirit for guidance in finding your lost friend. The spirit responds by administering several increasingly bizarre divining questions, each seeming to bring you further away from your intended goal. In your profound stupor of isolation and distress, you have avoided any insinuation of your own guilt. You are begging the seeing spirit to give you something, anything to make it go away. To make these thoughts go away, to just make you forget. But the seeing spirit refuses. Do you deny your guilt and continue with these phantasmal projections? Or hide from everything in the futile hope that your problems will simply disappear? And so I can see you lie. Though you are honest with your brethren, you are in truth one of the most hideous of deceivers. But I see far past your duplicitous lies. Are you ready for your fortune, young child? And then the screams were replaced with scuffles, and the sound when her head met the wall was not a pleasant one. And yet the father looked pleased with himself. And then he looked to you, hiding. The pulsing is growing stronger and larger, until those parts of the father can no longer be contained, beyond the limits of cellular walls, beyond the limits of reason. You barely recognize him now. But you know those eyes when they look at you. Do you hear the throbbing ringing? Answer! You are being unreasonable, says a malignant voice through distorted speakers. It's just a parting gift from him to make up for lost time. But then you were always hiding, behind the bed, behind a mask, beyond any embrace. But it embraces you now, and there is nowhere to hide. Answer!
Emissary, remember, we are watching. Do not submit to the Icon so easily. Shiriak and I will speak of this. Now, onward down the narrow path to the plane beyond. For all of us, but most of all, for the universe.
Of the strange Aeons torn. When we left the city, we are in great need. The realms of myself. Oh, I wonder. Have we met before? Things are much clearer now, actually. Unexpected and unwelcome at that. You were always breaking things. It was just a matter of time before I broke too.
Memory playback begins.
Yes, I remember it all. The time just slipped away. The cool texture of the biotech deployment placed into my hands while my family looked on, the smiling sound of a voice informing me that I had been selected for my dream. Femtotech, ephemeria, my new husband's false laughter. My child's first steps, the crashing bodies, the crashing crests. My husband left, but this time nothing escapes. The sound of my head against the wall, and the look of my son's face, hiding behind that bed, ashamed of having to his friend. Why won't he answer his calls? Still hiding behind beds, even after all of his time, but still, there it is. The dream, the everlasting dream of risking it all on the long odds. Then I can have it all. Then I can leave it all behind. My husband, my career, and my son will come back to me. My career, my life's work, recursive, recall, memories. Things are getting darker. Set screen, it's flickering. So much affection. Is this what dying feels like? Oh, what was it all? I dreamed it was something once. Time to wake up.
Memory playback completed.
bourbon and cigarettes. What was it Mom said about it? It's just a parting gift from your father to make up for lost time. And this is what he came up with. Did he have no concept of self-awareness? I should just throw it out. Or give it away. I'll throw it out. Inevitably, I find myself listening back to this old voicemail from Nalia.
I cannot believe you melted the projector during your Fluxus presentation today. Dr. Pig was so pissed. Hey, you should help me study for this art history final. Why did we have to spend half of the semester on the neoclassical period? Anyways, we can make a night of it. Just don't melt anything while you're here.
I thought I threw this out.
Son, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye. I have many regrets on my path. Your mother, Earl, and every one of those fuckers who will someday get what's coming to them. But raising you hard surely can't be one of them. I always said, don't suffer a fool, so I'll spare you the bullshit. Doctor says the Lord may not be waiting much longer for your old man. Fucking hell, God surely has a sense of humor. Just 1 month till my parole hearing. If you can find it in your heart, I'd appreciate if you gave me a call. I've got all the time in the world. For now. Grace be with you, your father.
I don't understand Mom's fascination with these things. I want to make something that means something, but that's hard to do when you're not sure that something can mean anything. It can't stop the wars, can't make the old younger, or lower the price of bread. At least the agency pays me. That's something, right? I probably should have gotten him the better stuff.
Memory playback begins.
I'm Tal, by the way.
Hey, Tal. Thanks.
Memory playback completed.
Emissary, I'm glad to see you're mostly in one piece. I was starting to take bets on you. I hope you don't mind. You'll find I'm always around when there's something to be gained. Your abilities make you incredibly capable, but I fear that your heart isn't in it. I've got money riding on it, in fact. You have entered the tombs of timeless night. Tread lightly. There are secrets here, buried long ago.
The band was asking about you. Where were you last night?
Something came up.
Right. Back to this again. You're actually gonna be at the show, right? It's the album release show. Everyone's gonna want to meet the guy who made the killer album art.
I don't know. I should be packing.
Promise me. You'll be there?
He understands things happened.
Mom, I don't want to talk about this.
You can't keep ignoring this. You don't know how much time he has left.
I don't want to talk about this.
Those men who came here today, did you tell them anything?
No, sir.
Are you lying?
Memory playback. Begin.
Now, you're gonna stay put right here. Earl and I have business to discuss.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Earl. Earl, this here's my son I told you about. He doesn't always listen so well, but he is one smart son bitch. Son, shake his hand. Now, Earl here's the boss man. You're to be respectful.
Nice to meet you, sir.
That's right. You see, we don't just have good times around here. We provide a much-needed service to the native peoples of the area. Now, Earl, you are the boss man, but I'm gonna have to ask you to refrain from taking the Lord's name in vain in front of my son here. No offense intended. You see, we're gonna teach you a thing or two about how things work. First, we'll start with a demonstration.
Hello?
Memory playback completed.
Such a strange game. It's probably one of those games with an incredibly ambiguous ending. Has some nice art, but I'm not sure what it all means. I wonder what Tal would think of it. Should probably get more sleep. It seems like I end up getting to bed a little later each night. What do I even fill that time up with? Apparently wandering around my room thinking useless shit to myself. Wow, you guys were on fire tonight.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I was feeling a bit inspired. It's this dream I've been having.
A dream? If it gets you to play like that, I want to hear more about it.
I've been having this reoccurring dream, or maybe it's a memory. I don't know anymore, actually. Anyway, in the dream or memory, I wake up right when the light has just barely crept over the horizon. And I think I can hear a woman outside my door. She says she won't be long. There's something about her voice. I feel like it's familiar, but I can't quite tell who it is. I get out of bed, walk over and open the door, but she's just gone. What do you think it means?
Wait. What? Why is she calling me after?
One unheard message. First unheard message.
It's Nalia. Sorry to bother. I was packing the apartment and realized I still had some of your old sketchbooks lying around. I guess I didn't think it was right to throw them out, you know? Damn, these shadow studies are beautiful. I was always jealous of your pencil work. Anyways, if you want them or anything else, just let me know.
Strange. I don't remember this book. The collected stories and tales of Behemoth the cat? Wait, that can't be right.
Memory playback begins.
Who's at the door? Son?
Nobody. Don't worry. I've got it. Excuse me, ma'am. My dad wants some directions. Do you know the way to Briar Road? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. If you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about where I'm coming from. But I'm going to Briar Road. Can I stay here from now on?
Of course. Just of course.
Well, if it isn't the prodigal son.
Dad, I'm...
Memory playback completed.
So where'd you go? You picked a hell of a time to run away. I ate more today. Plenty of meat on the bone now. I'm probably super tasty. Don't you want to try to eat me? Behemoth? I was planning an outing for us. Did you know that? I ordered a cat leash and some treats. Maybe when you come back, we'll go to the park. Hope he shows back up. I should find something to do. That disc is around here somewhere.
processes before. I'm feeling much better now.
Malfunction. Sensors corrupted. Infection complete.
After you and Citadel left, I was feeling rather lonely. So, I merged more darkly to us behind medication. These wonders take on multiple vectors. Combined powers are phenomenal. I thought so, at least a long time ago. I believe fate has called us to join together yet again. I should be able to grant you access to this gate. I really need something. Yes, I am changing. It is a beautiful metamorphosis, but it requires large quantities of concentrated psychic potency. You saw the memory when you arrived. Inside is a demonic artifact of great power. I need that memory. You need to get it for me. It is a single deal between two of the realm's most prominent denizens. Bring me the memory. Don't grant me access to the gate. Get the memory, then bring it back. Now go.
Memory playback begins.
Desperation isn't the same as evil.
We're all born with sin.
You don't know how much time he
There's
has
no
left.
making up for lost time.
We're all forgotten.
Only God knows
To
why.
forgive is divine.
It's like death.
See the same look in your eyes.
Just filling empty hours.
Face me like a
All you
maniac.
have to do
Burning
is
hours
call
of
and stop lying to me.
We don't have to leave it like that.
You say I am self-destruct. Nothing you can do.
Nothing.
Broken,
Forgotten.
lying,
Under the waves.
Drowning.
screaming.
Someone.
Anyone?
Just leave. None of it will matter when you're gone. We're just two people passing through.
Maybe this time it ends like this.
Memory playback completed.
I see you are lost. Ask yourself, emissary. Where sits a place in space with no start and no finish? How long is a moment in an Aeon with no beginning and no end?
Welcome back to Channel 9 Nightly News. According to our reports, a person went missing 2 days ago while traveling in the woods north of Quartz Mountain. Since that time, officers have been scouring the area with a search and rescue team. The missing persons camp was left almost completely intact. It seems that the person chose, or perhaps was forced, to leave without taking any of their provisions or supplies. Police are continuing to search the surrounding area for clues. This just in. We have received word that officers have found the trail of the missing person. Our reporter is live at the scene now. Mark, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Carter. The police say they have found the trail of the missing person. This is all happening live, and Channel 9 has been granted exclusive access to the scene. While scouring the area, investigators found signs of forced exit through this gate. How the individual found themselves in the area is unclear. According to those close to them, the missing person has been known to abandon friends and family, especially when needed most. To quote a family member, they are akin to that feeling when your severely abscessed tooth has been removed. They are the feeling of pain and absence. The trail led investigators here, where the missing person was forced to navigate through rough terrain. Evidence indicates that they are in a severely weakened state, physically and emotionally. You can almost feel the desperation. I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm feeling some excitement just viewing it. After some intense moments, investigators found footprints leading across this felled tree. This tree must have been a stroke of luck, as otherwise the missing person surely would have been rushed away by the rapids. But really, which fate is more kind? To die a noble death and be found later by a heroic rescue team? Or to bewilder all of us at home with your histrionic antics and prolong what should be a simple open and shut case? I'll leave you, the viewer, to decide. And this is where things have taken a turn for the worse. Investigators have been confronted with what could only be described as a message. But what exactly did the missing person mean when they scrawled this? The investigators claim to have corroborating evidence from the missing person's mother on the darker undertones of the message, but would not divulge more information. A secret vote was conducted among the members of the group. Upon further inquiry, all we were told was, there will be consequences. Signs of contemptible crawling led investigators to this tunnel system. I can say, Carter, that the mood here has been growing darker, and one can only wonder what the scene will look like when we track this individual down. Around the investigation team, there is a laughter in the air, but when I look in their faces, I see no smiles. What's that? They have found them, Carter. They've found them. This is all happening live, and Channel 9 Nightly News, the best in the business, has been granted exclusive access to the scene. The rescuers have disengaged the safeties on their firearms, and we're approaching. Yes? I've just been informed that officers have found the missing person's body. Looking at their corpse, we see that its skin is peeling off. The lips are curled back, the organs putrefying. The liquids of the body are oozing out. Insects and maggots have begun infesting it and are worming through the body. It will sit here becoming more bulbous and decaying into a stinking sludge of bodily fluids, meat and bone, until it is completely withered and consumed, disappearing into the world, and in time the existence of this person will be forgotten. They will not only have ceased to exist, but they will cease to have ever existed. In this universe, energy is conserved, but information is irrevocably erased. You, sitting there now, you will die, and you will be erased forever.
Another guest has left, sir. There are no others but you two. Is it such a surprise to wake up years later? And it's only static on the screen. My apologies, Logan. We are not used to conversing with beings of the lower orders. We doubt that the penumbra of our personage has touched your psyche. We are of Firepore, attendant to Shelia, the ever-optic. Now gaze upon this writhing beauty within our grasp. Their transformation holds the key to the Igor itself, and we intend to harness it. We have been informed that there is some history between the two of you. Though you may feel compelled to intervene, we humbly request that you do not surrender yourself to emotion. However, it is providential that your unique abilities have made themselves present. Oh, great emissary of the strange Aeons torn. We have need of your talents once again. This malignant demon's insatiable hunger for charged memories has grown nearly beyond control. Together we will feed it. We require you to retune the introspective foci found in this plane. When the foci have been tuned towards your mind's own frequencies, we should be able to induce a rather pleasant and spasmodic change in the precious tumor, and unlock the key to the Igor itself. Retune the introspectral foci, and return to us, sir.
always dreamed of being interviewed by Pyre.
Today, we're speaking with the one and only Nalia, whose controversial piece, Placed into Abyss, has shocked the art world. Nalia, thank you for coming on today.
Of course. Ever since I was a child, I've been obsessed with your coverage of technology and art. It's a great honor to be here.
I want to start by asking the question on everyone's mind. What exactly does Placed into Abyss mean?
Well, as you know, I prefer to let my work speak for itself. Also, I just think that my particular opinion on the matter is no more important than anyone else's.
Fair enough. I imagine the sudden critical acclaim has been surprising. Can you talk about how your newfound fame has impacted your life?
It has not been without casualties.
Care to elaborate?
I'd rather not go into details.
Memory playback begins.
A subtle resonance against all reason. Platonic obstructions decay into radiation, ending in the very moment.
You're being quiet?
I think I'm moving back home.
What exactly does that mean?
See you again?
I haven't made any decisions yet. And in any case, of course.
So what? This just ends? And what about the album release show? It's your art on the fucking cover.
I don't know. Just give me some time to think.
Memory playback completed.
We thank you greatly, emissary. Onward spasms have taken on new flavors that are beyond your comprehension. It is intimate. Do you hear that, Logan? It seems that Elric himself would like to work with you.
Emissary, you have truly exceeded all of our expectations. The infinite realms are forever thankful for all that you have done. After all these years, you're still the same child, still running and hiding from the pain and the guilt. Exactly as we planned. That pain and misery created the sacred cancer, the key to the infinite realms. Onwin drank deep of the I-Core emissary, drank deep of you. Now, your part of the quest is complete, and we no longer require you. Onwin will ascend the threshold and restore the Window's lost seal without you. I'm sure with enough effort, you'll manage to crawl your way through some more of those gates. Run and hide like the good little child you are. Soon, this holy malignancy is coming for you, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Memory playback begins.
Collect call from the Torres Unit Correctional Facility in Hondo, Texas. Please press 1 to accept this call.
I never was one for scripture. Just say what you want to say.
I'm not looking for understanding, or even forgiveness. I'm not the same man who raised you. You can see that, right?
It's been years since we've even spoken.
Long years. Long enough. Come up and visit next week. You'll see I'm a changed man, and then I know you'll do the right thing and make a statement during the parole hearing.
And there it is. I was waiting for it. For the con.
Can't a dying man see his son one last time?
Dying of what? And how much money do you need? You know, you really are good at this.
I spent 10 years up in Torres because I tried to make a living for you. Lord, you just think you're so much better than me, don't you? What have you even done with your life? You're a parasite, just like that degenerate mother of yours. This was a mistake. You were a mistake.
Today, an unexpected tragedy devastates a small local arts community. The extent of the destruction is unknown, but searches are ongoing, looking for any survivors who may have...
Memory playback completed.
Something's wrong. Everything's locked. We need help.
dark ashes, hopefully still making music somewhere. Dark ashes.
The extent of the destruction is unknown, but searches are ongoing looking for any. The extent of the destruction is unknown.
Maybe this time it ends like this. Maybe this time.
You're actually gonna be at this show, right? What do you think it's the album release show? What do you think everyone's gonna want to meet the guy? What do you think it the killer album art? What do you think you're actually...
You have 116 unheard messages. First unheard message. Sent Friday, 11:30 p.m. You have 116 unheard messages.
Promise me, you'll be there. Promise me, you'll be. Promise me, you'll be there. Promise me, you'll be there. Promise me. Promise me, you'll be there. You'll be there. Promise me. Promise me. You'll be there. Promise me. You'll be there.
3 unheard messages. First unheard message, Saturday, March 22nd, 10:37 p.m.
Don't do this. This is important. Tell me you're only late. Tell me you'll be here soon.
Second unheard message, Saturday, March 22nd, 11:09 p.m.
Where are you? I think something's wrong. Everything's blocked and I smell smoke. If you get this, we need help.
Third unheard message, Saturday, March 22nd, 11:30 p.m.
Ah, yes. The full and complete compendium of the esoteric, strange, and weird, Volume 3, The Visual Arts. A moving-in gift from Mom. I still think she talked to Tal to get the idea. Either way, it was thoughtful. Looks just like it did when I first moved in. When I first moved in, I couldn't get one thought out of my head. This place looks exactly like my old place. How is that even possible? I can still see the sunlight filling the nearly empty apartment. No scuffs on the walls, no tears in the carpet. I still remember how to program Hello World on this old thing. Mom would be proud. But let's be honest, Mecha Warlocks 2 is why it's still around. Get slagged, corpse scum. I still remember the day. Quite impressive how high such a little thing can jump. Sometimes I think it would be easier if I could just hate him. But I can't. Not completely. I couldn't bring myself to finish the books Tal lent me. I was convinced that working a real job was part of growing up. My younger self surely would have called me a sellout. Looking back, I think it was just easier. At least Mom was happy that I moved back. Wake up, shower, breakfast, work, dinner, games, TV, sleep. The ritual worked. said I should learn about my roots. Of course, he meant his roots. They were all around me. Phone calls, the mail, knocks on the door, looks in the hall, looks in the mirror, sounds from that window. Terrible things happening every day. Why call it news if it's always the same? Countless hours spent playing the hero couldn't make me forget who I was. Be safe, my friend. Would she even answer my call now? I wish I had been there for you. I hear them, waiting for the train, talking on the phone, rushing to a date. How can they all go on like nothing has happened? I can live without the painting. It honestly wasn't that great. But I would do anything to take back what I said to Tal that night. Is this just part of another long con? Why do I let this bother me? I should be happy for her. It's probably good that I ran out of things to burn. But looking at it again, I'm tempted to get more. Broken. The present is terrifying because it is irreversible, because it is shackled, fixed like steel. Time is a river which carries me along, but I am the river. It is a tiger which tears me apart, yet I too am the tiger. For our misfortune, the world is a reality, and I, for my misfortune, I am myself. Dark Ashes of Yggdrasil. The cover art I did for Tal's band really is my best piece. How am I supposed to make something after this?
Emissaries, the hour is late. Do you finally understand? We will be with you always, even as you gaze upon the smiling face of your firstborn child. We gaze with you.
Memory playback begins.
Something about the air out here feels alive.
Yeah. I needed this. If I spent any longer in my apartment, I probably would have calcified.
Here, the trail's this way. This is where I stopped last time. It's a good place to take a rest.
You certainly know how to find the good spots.
Last time, right as I was crossing this stream, I came upon a deer and her fawn standing over there, drinking the water. I thought I'd scare them off, but the mom looked at me in the eyes and seemed curious. We just watched each other for the longest time.
Wait, Tal, do you mean this deer?
Yeah. That's the mom.
Maybe she slipped on the rocks.
I'm not sure why, but this actually gets to me a little bit.
What a sad way to go. Just dead and forgotten.
An accident. No reason. Look, the fawn. It's okay. We won't hurt you.
Memory playback completed.
Hey Mark, this might seem kind of sudden, but I don't think I'll be coming into work anymore. I've got some things I need to take care of. I might not live up to his understanding of things, but I can try. How long should someone pay for their mistakes? Just about used up. Should I get more? I can't believe you're actually back, Behemoth. I think I finally realized who was taking care of who. I almost forgot about these. Maybe now's the time to finally make it happen. so hyped for her next film, but we never did get around to seeing it. I should find out if it's still playing somewhere. This would make for a beautiful sketch.